Most people here are pretty sure that they are good people. It's the rest of the world that is mad and bad. It doesn't add up. A world consisting mainly of good people cannot be mad and bad, which it clearly is. The only logical conclusion, therefore, is that the majority of people are not as good as they think. Nothing is more traumatizing to people than the revelation that their self is not good. In fact, for many, it is a ball of negative qualities. They defend and they cry and they scream. Some say they are just pawns in an evil system. That's true, but why would good willingly become pawn in an evil system? If only they could admit gracefully to the inherent evil within, the road to redemption won't be so tough. So, I love this so much. It's such a classic, and I feel like it applies much more to my colony of America than it applies to the UK. In Britain, there are 0 advertising standards and practices. They can tell like what status someone is in society based on how depraved they are at an orgy. The Rothschilds don't even need to lock their doors. Benefits fraud is a way of life. You're always reading about some granny collecting £80,000 a year in benefits who owns her own private island and was caught and now has to pay £5 a month to make up for it. I mean, like moral outrage just isn't really a thing out here, and therefore it is much more my cup of tea. I'm thousands of kilometers away from people who believe like this is my belief and my value, therefore I'm a better person than you. I remember that stuff. I'm traumatized by that stuff. And now I just love being insulated from that stuff. Like it's just so much better. Like the more people can just admit that they're not actually good. That's much more Divine's style, and things will start going right for people after that. Like I don't think it's a coincidence that the UK has like 0 financial problems. Like jobs are like the most abundant things out here because like no one wants them. You have to like 0 business acumen is required to succeed if you have an idea. And in America, being a gold digger is so hard that you might as well, or it's such a tough job that you might as well just go to Harvard. And in the UK, like literally nothing would be required of someone who wanted to go down that route. Yeah, and I really do think like a big part of the ease of lifestyle of people in the UK starts with them admitting that they are not good. And, I think, yeah, even just, like, no matter how much money you have in America, like, being around that vibe is just so tense. Like, nothing feels luxurious about it. Like, you can't, you can't buy enough protection from that to have a nice, relaxed existence in America. It's like a bunch of Nazis and ticket inspectors who can't tell how horrible they are, pretending to be morally superior to other people, which is like my version of hell. Like, I spent 3 decades in the trenches. Like, I remember how hellish it was to be around good people. And I'm so grateful every single day that I don't have to deal with good people. Like, and if there is a good person here, or if someone goes into that mode, then they are going to be the butt of a lot of jokes. Like, nobody treats it as anything other than comedy fodder, which is how it should be. The UK has like a lot more information about PT, about Divine, so they are striving to be more like him in certain ways. And I'm so grateful every second of every day to be moving more in that direction, because for me, like, there's just no other way. Like, pretending to be a good person and like my energy just do not mix. So PT is the ultimate savior, the ultimate icon. I can only bow to his perfection and mercy and humor and understanding that nobody is very good, so why pretend?